Hi, this is Carole Copeland Thomas, and this is your diversity tip of the day. Be careful and watch out for these 4 gotchas. Number 1 is recognizing the educational differences between people and then deciding and making choices based on those educational differences. Case in point, there are countless people in our country, the United States, and certainly around the world who never have gone to college, or maybe they've gone and taken a few courses, but they don't have a college degree. And then for whatever reason, we begin to categorize people, those who have gone to college, those who have not gone to college, and we make choices based on that. So be careful of that. Many of the smartest people who I know, many of the smartest people who you know, individuals who are innovators, have created computerization equipment. The list just goes on and on with people who never graduated from college. So be careful of your stereotypes, like me being careful of my stereotypes about those who have and have not gone to college. Number 2 is the common assumption that men are the head of the household and should make more money than women. Now, women have struggled for years, decades now, to only get to 80 cents of every man's dollar. And part of that, number of factors that have gone into why that number and that percentage keeps steadily at between the 77 and 80 cents on the dollar number configuration. But one of it is the common assumption with some people that because men are heads of households, they should make more money. Well, the reality is, in many households in the United States, women are the head of the households for various reasons. They're single parents, they're widows, whatever it happens to be, they're the head of the households. And even just taking that out of the factor, there should be an equal playing field when it comes to men and women making the same amount in the workplace universally. Number 3 is assuming that a person in a wheelchair or a blind person who has a support staff person, an aide who is working with them, and you address the aide and you don't look directly at the person in the wheelchair or the blind person. Now, again, I've made the same mistake, and so I'm just doing these gotchas because I know they exist. But if you're in the workplace, or if you're out somewhere and you're meeting somebody and you see these 2 types of examples, and if there's somebody with them, or maybe a spouse or a family member, make sure that you address the person in the wheelchair or the blind person first before you think about addressing the aide, the support person, or the family member who is with them. And the 4th gotcha is to remember that, we all like to be with our folks, our clan, our tribe, whatever. But when the preference is so strong that you only want to be with your clan, your family tribe, your ethnic group, and you don't want to venture out, then you may run the risk of having that unconscious bias work against you in the workplace when you're making decisions, or when other people, whoever that other happens to be, comes into your midst and there has to be a decision made. So 4 important gotchas you want to be careful of. The first one is the person who does not have a college degree, has a high school degree. Be careful how that person is treated. Number 2, assuming that men are heads of households and so therefore they should always make more money than women. Number 3 is who you address, the person in the wheelchair, the blind person, before you address the aide or the family member. And number 4 is only wanting to be with your own kind because that's where you're comfortable without venturing out to other people. 4 gotchas you want to pay attention to. Visit my website at CaroleCopelandThomas.com. That's CAROLE, CopelandThomas.com, to learn more about my business products and services, the Multicultural Symposium series, and how I can come to your organization and help your folks, your staff members, to dig and navigate through this whole interesting concept of unconscious bias. Thanks so much for watching.